while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire.
Hey guys, so today I am doing a tutorial on how to flat iron curl your hair. So that gives you this loose curly look right here. So probably one of the biggest complaints I had from people that would come into the salon when I was styling their hair, they would say they have no idea how to flat iron curl their hair. So this is just a tutorial on how to do that. It's super quick, it's super easy once you get the hang of it. So I'm showing you all my tips and tricks on how to flat iron curl your hair. So if you guys are struggling in that area and you want to learn how to properly flat iron curl your hair, then keep on watching. Okay, so I've started by blow drying my hair, obviously, because you have to have dry hair before you curl it. And also I usually already start heating up my flat iron before I start blow drying. Even though this heats up fairly quickly, I use a Zazen Nano Silver and Titanium flat iron. It's really super thin and I find it gives me a really nice tension on the hair as well. So this is the flat iron I use and I enjoy. It's not super expensive, at least it wasn't for me because I bought it from Cosmoprof. I don't exactly know how much they retail for if you're to go to a salon and buy them, but they are a really nice flat iron. So this is the one I use. Before I blow dried my hair, I put in a heat protectant and usually I try to let my hair air dry as much as possible, if not all the way if I can. And then if I have to, I just kind of blow dry it the rest of the way if I need to. So I'm going to start off, I'm going to grab a clip, which I have in front of me here. I'm going to section out the bottom half of my hair. And it's a fairly large section that I'm grabbing here. And then the rest of my hair, I'm just going to grab one of these large jaw clips and clip it up out of the way. I find these work the best for clipping up hair, especially if you have a lot of hair and thick hair. So I'm just going to grab a fairly thick section here. The larger the section you have, the larger your curls are going to be. If you grab a smaller section, you're going to have smaller curls. So really it depends on how big you want your curls to be. I've got this heated up to 355 degrees Fahrenheit. I believe this goes to 450. I never have it up that high. You don't need to have it that high. You're just gonna damage your hair if you do that. So I'm just going to put this in vertical, twist it halfway, and start pulling. You see you have that nice little curl there. I'm just gonna let that sit and cool. And I'll show you in the next section here. Again, a fairly large section. I'm putting it in vertically and I'm twisting it away. And it's all in the wrist here. If you can see that, you just have to flick your wrist and twist it and then pull. And I'm not too worried about doing I'm really just turning it halfway. I'm not doing a full turn. This is the way that I get confused doing this side of my head and it's not helping them trying to look at it in the viewfinder of my camera and not using a real mirror. So we're just gonna wing it. Okay, so I'm going to grab my section. I think it's, can't remember which way it is. I like to put my hair in here. No, it's this way. And then again, I'm just going to flip it about halfway. And then this side of my head, as you can see, I need to use both hands to twist it. Just because my hand doesn't move that way, which it's okay to do. You just want to kind of work on doing that quickly then, because otherwise you're gonna get a line in your hair. So those I'm just going to leave to sit and let them cool. By letting them cool, they're going to last a lot longer than if you brush them out immediately. If you brush them out right away, they're going to fall really quickly. And so next I am grabbing my next section of hair. I like to do my hair in about 3, maybe 4 sections at most. So I'm grabbing about like half of my sides down and then just bringing that around to the back as well. still kind of slide up and down the length of the flat iron, so you're not getting quite as much tension on the hair that way, and you're getting those looser curls. So I like using the flat iron because you can get a lot of versatility in how you want the curls to look, and you're still only using one tool, which is nice. If I wanted smaller curls, I can make my sections a lot smaller, and then I can also hold my flat iron this way as opposed to this way, and that's gonna give me tighter curls. Another thing I like to do, and I'm going to do it right now to show you guys, is so normally I was holding my flat iron this way, and then I would turn it so my hand is this way. Now I'm going to put it in that way, and then I'm going to turn my hand back so it's sitting naturally, and that is going to make my curl go in the opposite direction. So by switching the direction of the curls, your curls are going to turn into like one massive curl. When you go to brush it out, you're gonna see more definition between them. So I like to switch the direction of the curl every so often. So I have ones going away from my face and ones going kind of more in towards my face. And if I've done one going, I usually just alternate it. So if I have one going away from my face, I'll do the next one going towards my face, and then the next one going away from my face. And you guys can probably get the gist of that. I have no idea if that's just, I'm just gonna curl this piece again, so I have no idea if it's actually been curled already or if that's just my natural hair doing its flippy thing. I find, this is the right side of my head I'm doing now, I just find it awkward to do this side sometimes, just because being right-handed, so if you're left-handed you might have more issues on the left side of your head. So I find you don't want to kind of bring it behind, because it's going to be, as you can see, so I've got my flat iron in my right hand and I'm holding the hair with my left hand. You don't want to bring your arm behind your left arm, because it's going to be more natural to turn it forwards just because of the way your wrist moves. So I find for it to be more natural, if you bring your arm with the flat iron in it in front of your other arm, it's going to be more natural to twist backwards, and then you're going to get the curls going away from your face. So if you just kind of play around with the positioning of your arms and stuff, if you're having issues, because I feel like that's the thing that most people have issues with, is they don't know exactly which way to turn their wrists, so just kind of play around with it. And then when I want to flip it towards my face, I'm going to bring my flat iron behind, and then it naturally more so wants to twist forward. And I find by doing just a half turn, your curls are more towards the bottom of your hair, and it's kind of looser at the top. If you want curls kind of continuing all the way down, you might want to do a full turn of the flat iron, so you can, how much you turn the flat iron as well is going to determine how much curl you have. So you see that one I turned a little bit more than a half turn, I've kind of got the curls starting up a little bit further, so you can play around with that as well. Top section here that I've dropped down, I'm just gonna do one side at a time. So I'm just gonna flip this over to the other side to get it out of my way, and then I'm going to just continue doing what I've been doing. So for it to flip away, I'm bringing my flat iron in front of the other arm, putting it vertically and pulling. And then again, I'm going to alternate the direction. And then alternate the direction again. I don't know how well you can see, but I did get a little bit of a line in that section there because I didn't flip my flat iron quite quickly enough. So the longer it's kind of just sitting in the hair there, you're gonna see a line you do not want. So when you're flipping your wrist, you want to do it as quickly as you can. You almost want to be pulling it down the hair and be turning and flipping your wrist at the same time, so you get that smoothness and you're not going to see any lines in the hair. And then for when I go to do the very top section here, I like to do all of the curls in the same direction. I like to have them all just going away from my face. But because underneath I've done them going in different directions, I'm not going to get all one massive curl forming. They're still going to stay more separated. I also find that just helps them last a bit longer as well too, and just look more natural. Most people with naturally curly hair, all their curls don't go the exact same direction. They flip-flop throughout the hair, and sometimes you'll just get random pieces you missed, so just don't worry about it, it's cool. Happens to the best of us. Just go through and get those little guys there. That one, it just went really girly. And then we're just gonna do the exact same to this side. Generally when I get to working on the sides and the top section and I do the one side then the other, I like to do the side I don't like doing as much first, which is the right side is awkward for me, because then I feel like once the right side's done, it goes fairly quickly, so I can just bust out this side. No problem. And then if you screw a section up like I did there, I'm just gonna flat iron it a couple of times. Sometimes I have to think about this too sometimes, about which way I'm turning my flat iron. It's okay. Can't see the back of your head, it's a little more difficult to do, so I'll kind of just pick up pieces and be like, does that look curly? Maybe, but I'll just do it again anyways. You missed a couple pieces, it's okay. And again, the very top section, I'm just going to do all the curls facing the same way. Just a couple little guys there that I missed. Just curl those pieces. So I still haven't brushed out any of the curls yet, I've just let them sit to cool. Next I am going to grab my KMS Hairstay Dry Extreme Hairspray. This is my absolute favorite hairspray. It's a strong hold, but it's not sticky like most hairsprays are. It's got a really kind of more dry powdery finish to it, so you can still run your fingers through it. It feels really natural, but it has a really strong hold to it, and it also is a volumizing hairspray as well, so it's going to give some volume to your hair. So I'm just going to kind of spray this all over. And I like to spray before I brush out the curls, because again, it's just going to help them hold better. And then I'm just going to run my fingers through everything just to separate them, and that way they look a little bit more natural. You can also run an oil through your hair at this point in time as well if you want to add some extra shine, which what the heck, I'll do that. So I'm going to grab, where is it? Where did it go? Hold up, guys. Oh, it's hiding behind the hairspray. I'm going to grab my KMS Tame Frizz Defrizz oil. I just put a couple pumps of that in my hand, rub it through. This is just going to help separate the curls some more and add some shine and get rid of any frizz as well. And then I find this will last me a couple of days, but I might need to go through the next day and maybe just curl a couple of pieces on the top again just to refresh it. But you shouldn't have to go through and like recurl everything. You should just have to maybe touch up a couple of pieces here and there. But yeah, this will definitely last me 2, 3, 4, 7 days. It'll last me a week if I really take care of it, but yeah, that's pretty much it. It's really super easy to do. It's just kind of working your wrist. This is really the motion you're doing is this. So you have to like think about riding a motorcycle, like that's the motion in your wrist that you're doing. And that's all you have to do to kind of get these curls. It's really super easy. It does take a little bit of practice, so definitely work at it, but you will get it, I promise. So that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know in the comments down below if you tried out or if you're still having issues, if you want to ask me questions, and I will get back to you guys and hopefully we can work out those issues and you can flat iron curl your hair yourself. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!